All right, Infinite Tarot 888. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Yes, a fire sign. Could have left you out in the cold. Or you could just feel this negative energy from them. Maybe they're not talking to you. For some of you guys, you could be, being left out in the cold. And then around Christmas, you could be feeling like this, todo defensive, man or woman. But you're also healing. If you're dealing with somebody, a fire sign, you could already, cut them off. They could be feeling así como defensive, like you fucker. And maybe if this happened to you, you could already be recovering from it. Taking a break, really not thinking about it. You need this recovery. If this happened to you, I'm telling you, you're moving past it. And you will get justice. See, if you walk away, you don't seek revenge. If you seek revenge, no. They want you to use your intuition. And for a lot of you guys, if this happened, you went within big time. You had to walk away. But look, your intuition was telling you already for a while, to take this leap of faith. Look, God, the universe was already guiding you that way. But you could have had a father figure that could have broke your heart. This could have been also a marriage if you're in that position. But behind this heartbreak, look, it leads you to the star for you to claim your position, I heard. So if this was in the workplace, you're moving quickly. Maybe somebody was a little bit jealous because you could move, up the ranks. Now we got a water sign. You could have been dealing with a water sign if this was something you were trying to leave and move in a different direction, or it did push you in a different direction. You might be looking for this particular person, Capricorn. This could be your 1-7, and maybe they're not wanting to offer you a gift. They could be all up in their head, or they could be moving in a different direction, and this might break your heart. También, real quick. So let's see in career. Let's use something else. All right, let's see. In career, let's say for a lot of you guys, you're ready to make a change. You're like, man, 2025. If they don't promote me, I'm moving. So you can have your eye on a different company, a different establishment, different firm. It says clean up. If they don't clean their shit up, probably not, because maybe there is a lot of abuse right there. And maybe maybe you're pissed off because they're hiring Mexicans. They're like, fucking aliens are coming over here taking our jobs. Yeah, look, it says fake death. It was upside down. Or maybe it wasn't. Some of you guys are like, fuck it, I'll fake my death, fucker. For some of you guys, yeah, so they can use your fucking social security. For somebody, somebody wants to get married. But they could have faked their death. Maybe they have a family somewhere else. And of course, if they're Mexican, they got a family in Mexico. Look, a child came out. They're like, yeah. Now, for some of you guys, you might be getting married and this fake death with this family. It might not be your child. And maybe, well, let me not even say it. Because some of my ladies, you're like, shut the fuck up. Could be a fraud. Some of you guys could be getting married to somebody. I'm telling you, wherever they were at, they were trying to clean this up. Maybe so it wouldn't appear. Now, if it was in work, it flew right over here where it cleaned up all these right here. Look at this, money and suicide. It's almost like they would do anything for money, and they're trying to clean this up. Now, if you're meeting somebody new, yeah, they could have some legal issues. Maybe they're getting, if this isn't business, you're trying to get hired, maybe you have a background, but you've cleaned it up. Maybe in the past you did something that you sacrificed, for money. I don't know, maybe held up a bank or something, who knows? But look, you've left that behind. You burned everything from your past. Look, water and fire. So you could be dealing with a fire sign or a water sign, or you could have it in your chart. Maybe you used to be on fire, just crazy, man. On the inside, you feel the fire. But you know what? That old you you put it behind, and maybe you looking for a new spouse and you're getting a divorce. Yeah, you said that marriage is over, it's gone, no more. For some of you guys, you're dating an alien. You don't even know. This could be a fallen angel, but look, you could be dealing with the ET. Look, in social media, you might see this. It's like a natural disaster. But it's so calm. This could be somebody that shit could be falling all the way around them. and they're just chilling. This is a person that's got a lot of faith in God, is what I'm hearing. Now, man, we went from work to love. So maybe you guys are dealing with a situation with work and love. And if that's the case, and if you're having an affair at work, it's going to bring a lot of debt. You're going to pay a lot of karmic debt. And jealousy, you'll be lucky to be alive, is what I heard. Some of you guys are traveling to a secret spot to make a baby. Maybe for you guys, yeah. Yeah, they said that. If you're having an affair, imagínate. You don't, some of you guys, you know, it's almost like, look, man-made disaster. And in the neighborhood, somebody's trying to cover it up. But the third-party situation is going to be, you know, maybe they call it out in a meeting. Maybe it's an inside job. Some of you guys don't realize, I saw the card right there with surveillance, you know, and life insurance. For some of you guys, if somebody's intuition is on point, something about a boat. If somebody's inviting you to go on a boat, you better think twice. It could be somebody that's a celebrity, you know. It could be a fire sign, you know. Somebody that it's within inside them, you know, like could be a male. This is somebody that's been in prison. Maybe they're coming out and they're gonna get the real deal. This person could be on this energy. So if you're going to the wooded areas, I wouldn't go hunting right now. Somebody's loose out there. That's crazy. Look at these cards. I want to look. Home and burial. Something about a home. Maybe they buried somebody in the back, or they just finally got rid of the debt. Buried the debt. Said, fuck it. No more. All right, one last one. Mind control. For a lot of you guys, look, some of you guys had a spouse or ex that was trying to control your mind. But you're a freaking alien, or you're dealing with one. This is somebody extraordinary. This is somebody that just, maybe people see them like an alien. This could be an alien. For some of you guys, you need to look or maybe investigate within your parents. For some of you guys, you could have been pregnant, or your mother could have been pregnant and saw an alien, a spaceship, something. Maybe you don't know about this. You're going to find out about this. And maybe she was having an affair with a freaking alien. Which alien? Who knows? Maybe she's keeping it a secret, trying to take it to the grave. I don't know. You're going to find out, especially when it comes to the money, honey. Compliance partner. See, there was two people, partner in crime. For some of you guys, your ex wanted you dead, and it's coming out to light. There was video. Why? Because maybe she's dating the person that was jealous of you, you know, and you were supposed to die. Maybe in the wooded areas you were supposed to go, or close to water. So it could be an earth sign or a water sign. Look, wooded area, and look at this. Greed over this money. Damn. And they feel trapped, or this could be you for a while. They try to cause an accident to unalive you, but you have protection, is what I'm hearing. You have protection. For a lot of you guys, they're trying to have you spiritually trapped in your head. I don't know. There's going to be an accident, and somebody's going to be unalive. And if you're in a position where you're not going out doing anything, maybe you're in a position where you're trapped, you could be behind bars. This particular person may face when they travel. Because they're going to travel in secret, but something's going to happen. Or that's what they want for you. For some of you guys, they're going to try to do some fraud, or they did in the past. Something about a marriage, I'm telling you. And faking their death. The lizard has something to do with it. A gecko or lizard or something like that. This could be a female. This could be somebody that also worked together, I'm telling you, out of jealousy. They wanted you unalive? No, hombre, who's going to make the tacos then? Shit. All right. Let's get an angel number for you. It's kind of weird. Weird for reals, man. Let's see. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising anywhere in your chart. This one fell out. It says confidence. 909. It says things are moving and you need to make a decision. Act with confidence and take a risk. Take a risk. Look, you got abundance. What's gonna shuffle pedal? It says 888. Financial abundance and success are on the horizon. Stay focused and disciplined. Something about your security, but let's shuffle. Let's see. We're gonna just get one more card. But take care of yourself. You know, your security, everything. Somebody could be all up in their feelings. Maybe because you didn't die. One more look. Self-love. Self-care, my bad. 7, 8, 9. That's kind of like synchronicity. Practice self-care. Ensure you're getting enough rest and engage in activities that bring joy into your life. So you're being asked to take care of yourself, man. Be selfish. You know, be open to new beginnings. You know, that's part of your spiritual awakening. Some of you guys are like, no, but will you find out everything they were going to do for it, you know, and who they were going to run away with? You're not going to want nothing. That's why the universe, God, was protecting you. They want you to be grounded. Can you imagine somebody trying to put you in jail, trying to put you behind bars and trying to lie and everything, and then they fall in that place? Because God works that way. What goes around comes around, as they say. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, anywhere in your chart. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment.